Okay, so we're about to fillet an American red snapper. First we want to start with, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, have the fish facing to the hand that's not your primary hand. Want to start with the shoulder. Insert a very sharp knife. Cut around the perimeter of the fish. Come out through the tail to give your knife a surface, and then you want to come back up underneath the skin with the point of the knife. Make sure your knife is clean, so you don't want to contaminate the meat. Follow down the backbone, create an open surface, go across the backbone, and then back up to the rib cage. Now you want to leave the fillet on the carcass until you repeat the same function on the other side, because that's your support for the other side. So again, point of the knife, keep it on the perimeter of the fish, and you want to just take a little bit of time to cut right on the fin to keep it on the fish. Get yourself a comfortable position again. Go in, slicing through the shoulder area. Clean your knife. But once again, you want to follow the fish's natural body until you can get a separation of the fish and its muscle tissue, and then back down, come out, and we have a pretty fillet of fish. And at that time, you can use your knife to separate the bones of its rib cage. And just repeat on the original side. You want to come in and separate the bones from the rib cage. And we end up with a mirror image of the fillet. At this time you can discard the carcass, or you're welcome to put it in a stew pot. It makes a great stock for any sauce you might want to do. Now we're going to switch knives because we have a stiff knife. We're going to go to a fillet knife that has some action to it. Take time to start real slow. Keep your fillet knife at an even angle to the cutting board, and let the knife work all the way through the skin until you get to the end. And then repeat. Insert the fillet knife. Take your time on the start. Keep it at very low angle to the cutting board, all the way through. Till you have the release. At that point in time, you can discard the skin as well. And we have two mirror image pieces of fillets. These fillets can be trimmed up to make them palatable for any type dish. You can take the rib cage out. You can portion them like so. Just remember that each knife has to be the right knife for the job. You don't want to use a very stiff knife to do your filleting of the skinning portion. You want to use your stiff knife to bone the fish out. Use a very limber knife for the skinning portion.